What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more of our Demons of Dovcool, Company Origins, Battle Brothers, Warriors of the North. Let's play. Alright, before I run out of breath and pass out. Alright, guys, we are in a weird spot. We're very injured. We need several days to recover. Also, our gear is pretty beat up. Man, we need to use 20 tools to repair it. Jesus. Okay. So what we're going to need to do now is head down either to Jarlstad or head over to Tiefenstadt to try and pick up some good contracts. We need money. That's all we need. We're doing great, guys. This game is all about baby steps, and in the last episode it felt like maybe we didn't accomplish a ton, but what we did accomplish was we fought some new enemy types, right? We got some good helmets. I mean, that was a pretty good step up. Our weapons, we're still using some basic stuff, but we've got some good stuff too, Scramus axes. But we added 2 more men to our roster, which I think is a big deal. But without any further ado, guys, let's visit this place real quick. I was looking around at anything I might want to buy, and I think the prices for smoked ham here are awesome. And I think if we pick that up, it'll probably give us, let's see how many days. Put us up to 6. And that puts us up to 8. Yeah. So that's perfect. We just added 3 days worth of provisions. We're probably going to hold on to the strange meat. And I think that was super worth it. I would love to get more tools because we're going to go through 20 of these, remember? But our ammunition and our medical supplies are currently stockpiling because we're really not using a lot of ammo with only 1 archer. Which for me is really weird because if you've ever watched me play, which I'm sure many of you have, I really like to use archers, and I really like to use throwing weapons. It's quite the opposite of our last peasant playthrough, where I was trying to put throwing weapons on everyone, and when you do that, man, you really run through ammo. Ammo becomes this extremely expensive thing. And I'm traveling this way. I saw those footprints. I think there's someone just like running around in there. We could go get them. But in the off chance that maybe I could spot some sort of location or something, take a little bit of a long way. And by the time we get there, it's going to be basically night anyway. Traveling is not a big deal right now because we just need to heal. Okay, where do you want me to go? Oh, it's going exactly where I'm going. Alright, let's accept that. Tell them we need some time to think, because I do want to see what this 2-skull contract is. Okay. No, thank you. And let's just go right now. We can wait like a second here. It's almost dawn. There we go. And just see what they have. Oh, wow. They have a falcon. The trade goods are too expensive for us to buy and trade them around to make money. That would be cool, but we're just not there yet. We ate all of the strange meat. I feel like cultists go for strange meat first. That's just an impression. Like if you're a cultist, strange meat sounds like just like right up your alley. Man, apprentices. I love apprentices. They're one of my favorite early game hires, but I really haven't seen any. Oh, you must be able to get an apprentice for the peasant run. I don't think we had a single one. That's interesting. So apprentices, they gain experience faster, and oftentimes they have decent stats. They're a really like easy pickup, and this guy's only 150, which is nothing. We don't really have the gear anymore to flesh him out. It's tempting. Meinolf, everybody looks up to the best, and it's no secret most look toward the masters for help. Believing this to be true, Meinolf took up an apprenticeship in Jarlstead. Learning all he could, he built the greatest work of art possibly ever seen in the field of underwater basket weaving. His master, though, was a jealous one. Not to be outdone by a pupil, he burned the project to ash and eye-watering fumes. It was clear to Meinolf he could learn fast, but perhaps there were better masters to study beneath. Yeah, welcome to the team, buddy. A little bit of range skill. Oh no, he's insecure and night blind. And his stars kind of suck. I think he's a decent hybrid guy. Let's just stick him in the back for now with a whip. And we'll get him some gear in a minute. Probably no reason to buy him anything. If I had like 500 more crowns, I would buy that armor that's there and probably just get him a shield. But either way, let's head over to Tiffinsdat. Very curious if these names ever mean anything. Of course, I was a linguist, so I kind of recognize like suffixes, and sometimes it seems like prefixes as well. Check out the hires. Otwin the Pale is a cripple. Nah. Sorry, buddy. We really want to pick up a contract from here. I was hoping to find a busted shield or something that we could hook him up with. Let's see what you got. Okay. If I do this, it's... Let's see where the place is. Let's pause the game. Is it here? Koppelsfest? I thought it had a different name. Was it Koppeldorf or Koppelsdat? I think they want us to go to Koppelsdat. So I haggled with him, but I don't know. Maybe didn't need to do that. But man, I'm in this tough spot where I have to leave this area. I know there's nothing here. I know there's nothing here. This is too big of a place to go. So like I come down here. No, this is a massive citadel. I can't go there either. Yeah, we need these like 3 places or 4 places even to really pay off that we can bounce between them. But that's just not happening. And if we take this, let's take it. It's going to completely relocate us. It's 3 days. So if someone attacks us, we can't do anything about it anyway. We're going to Koppeldorf. Alright, that's a prospering village. That's a large city. Village. Okay, so this could potentially be good for us. There's another area of 3. What appears to be 3 big cities that aren't, citadels that we can go and start questing there. Now, our provisions can turn bad while we're on the road. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, like, freeze them up. We'll just keep an eye on this, because it's something I really want to know. The brigands actually run from us. That's lame. I would have loved to... I want some brigand fights. I want a couple raiders to come and attack me. Yeah. I guess our group is just too big. Well, at least we're not missing the opportunity to get heads. So it looks like our food is kind of going bad. Interesting. They're well supplied. Let's see if they'll trade with us. Okay, man. Another apprentice and another butcher. I would happily pick up another butcher if I was rich enough. It's a pretty cheap bow. Anything we need. We could just grab some grain. And look at the prices here. This is 178. We were getting it for like 83. I probably should have bought 2 of them. To be real. Okay, I don't even know how that just works. I just bought food and lost days. What in the heck? Oh my god, they want us to do this again? To Jarlstead? Okay, we're not doing that. We're going to head out of here. There's no point in even checking that 3 skull contract. Of course, we can't do that. That's a stone keep. So we're going to go here, and then I guess we'll go... Actually, let's go here first. Koppelsdat. It says it's a large city. This is kind of just like a fishing village is what it looks like. It's got a harbor. I kind of wanted to go up here because there were all those raiders and stuff that kind of got out of our way. This place has a brewery. An archery contest. Ooh, a squire. Man, you barely see squires anymore. They've got one poacher and a sellsword with a big axe. I really like squires as backgrounds, but we just can't really afford that right now. The prices here are really out of control, so we're not going to buy any of this stuff. Let's check the contracts. Give me something good, guys. Follow the tracks. Perfect. Let's get in a fight. Okay, some thieves. It's just thugs. It looks like there's some paw prints. Don't mind fighting them at night. But like I said, guys, we were so injured at the beginning of this episode. Don't think that we were like really wasting time. All it did was give us time to completely repair our gear and to completely heal up our brothers, which is very important. Love being able to take shots without feeling like I'm wasting ammo. Like if we hit even one of those, we're feeling pretty good about it. Let's get up there. Let's lower the trees. You know what, I don't really like that I just jumped in there. I felt this urge to take the high ground from them, but it's not really necessary. Yeah, they'll either go north, south, or down the middle. It's one of those things, it's like you can really easily overthink this type of fight. Just get one guy hidden in the bush. Yeah, we'll put 2 spears up front. This path is now blocked. Warfork there. Whip here. And then we would bring the stone thrower there, probably the archer here. Now we make a nice little wall. And we could, you know, spear wall here. I'm pretty sure they would jump into it. This is probably just better. We could disarm him. I was going to say, that's an ability we haven't used much. I tried it and we missed. Okay. Well, I don't like that pitchfork. It's kind of messing with our range a little bit. If we could smack him, that would be good. Now, he's got riposte up, but if we kill him, his riposte doesn't really matter. Move there. Here. We'll pass because we do need to move down with Heribert. He's not going to be able to attack because of forest terrain messing up his fatigue. But that's okay. We're probably going to take a hit from these 2 weapons next turn. Hopefully nobody dies. And then I would pretty much guarantee that we're going to get all the kills next turn. Nice. Good job. Yeah, he's not a dummy. He doesn't want to step in there. Oh, wow. There's a lot more dudes. I don't know why I didn't even look at the number. Come on in, guys. Water's fine. Gotta love the whip noise. Okay. Went for him. Because I should be able to get that kill with the bow. Were my thoughts. That's a tree, so we need to go this way. Let's actually move in like this. 64 versus 71 and a one-shot. That's beautiful. So I'm tempted to move in here, and I think I will. It negates my advantage. But if our boy Torkel can't kill this dude, it's just so disappointing. No more movement there. That's good. Slightly better surround. I don't think they're going to try and run at this point. I don't want this guy to run. I want him to come in and try and fight us. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That frees us up quite a bit. And now we just need to lock down this one dude. I would like to get the axe. It's not a huge deal. Disarming him would have been good. But I think it's better if we just try and kill him. Alright, let's get in there. Done. Could have waited until we jumped in with someone else and then had a slightly higher percentage chance, of course. But I think this was fine. And that was decent because now we get a chance to put some okay gear on him. I mean, that's a botched Gambison. That's 70 versus 20. And his helmet's actually fine. It's a 45 versus the open leather cap being a 40. And we can give him one of these bucklers, give him the one that's not broken. And it actually seems kind of like a good fit. Buckler plus whip. It's keeping you light, you know? I don't know. It's probably still better just to have a regular shield. Round shield, but it's hard to say. Okay, Rollo. What you got for me, buddy? You are kind of an excellent hybrid guy. Even though you currently don't have a polearm, you will. I mean, his melee skill is rising. And from here, so this is a good point to talk about. I touched on it a little bit, I think, in the last episode. Really thematic perks. And some of you guys had opinions in the comments section last episode, which I thought were great. So thanks a lot for that. 9 lives I thought was an interesting one that I hadn't even thought of yet. Like the idea of a cultist basically being like struck down, but then almost like a miracle, just living. That would freak you the hell out. Like you see all these cultist guys, you're killing them, but they're not dying. I thought that was a good one. Crippling Strikes and Executioner, I think I mentioned, were like a no-brainer. What are some other good ones? Gifted almost makes sense too. There were a few other really good ones. Relentless I thought it kind of made sense, but it's definitely not a great talent in my estimation. Backstabber was a great one. So honor doesn't win you fight. Stabbing the enemy where it hurt does. The bonus to hit chance and melee is doubled to 10% for each ally surrounding and distracting your target. So when we get those better surrounds, we get a much higher chance. Especially when we're talking like a 3+ surround. Really good pickups. And I think I'm actually going to get that on everyone. I like the idea of that. Backstabber on everyone, 9 lives on everyone. And, okay, well, not on everyone. Backstabber, of course, I don't know if we'll get that on all of our backline guys. But definitely all of our frontline guys are going to have Backstabber. If you use a melee weapon, I want that on you. But once we get down here, it gets kind of even easier because a lot of these are super thematic, like Berserk or Headhunter, I think is a really good one. Brawny, I think is just one you get on everybody no matter what. Battle Forged will do that. Killing Frenzy, I mean, that's got to be the most thematic one possible. Killing Frenzy, and I think Backstabber, and I even think 9 lives in kind of a spooky way is really, really thematic. So I think here I'm going to grab 9 lives. Very weird for me, but I usually go about 3 survivable talents, or perks rather, per brother. So he's got Colossus. If he ends up in heavy armor, which he may, even though he may be an archer, I think I would probably put everyone in somewhat heavier armor. Potentially. It's hard to call it this early. It would either be Nimble or Battle Forged. But I would probably, right now I'm airing towards Battle Forged plus 9 lives. And it's like, boom, that's my 3 defensive perks. That's me like doing my due diligence to make sure that my brothers survive battle, instead of making them all glass cannons, essentially. So whittled here. Actually, looking at his fatigue, it's not great. Let's take a 4. Ooh, excellent 3. Yeah, let's just take another 4 here in range defense. And we could give him Brawny right now. That'll help him. Let's get a backstabber. No. Let's go 9 lives first. Let's get the defensive ones out of the way and have a better chance of holding on to these characters. Nice. That's really good. And this is really good as well. Anytime I see a 3 in melee defense. I know some of you probably think I don't take melee defense high enough. But 3s I will always take. I'll take it almost over anything. A 3 in melee defense. But I don't seem to get them very often. Quite annoying. And then I'll also take a 3 here in hit points. And that'll put him up over that threshold of 71. Okay. Nice and easy. So we've kind of settled a little bit on a theme. And I think, so Crippling Strikes and Executioner I would love to get on everyone as well. But we've kind of talked about this in previous playthroughs where certain perks are useless versus certain types of enemies. So Crippling Strikes and Executioner revolve around inflicting injuries and then dealing extra damage versus enemies that have injuries. So if you're fighting the undead, for instance, who don't suffer from injuries, these are 2 completely dead perks. And I'm not just talking undead, I'm talking undead, ancient dead. They make up a part of the game that, is like bosses, right? There's the Kraken as well. There's things in the game that are really, really hard. The 2 hardest fights in the game, arguably, are the Black Monolith and the Kraken fight. And having an entire team of people who have 2 perks that don't do anything versus those bosses is very rough. So that's just kind of my 2 cents there. See what you need me to do, buddy. Okay. Secure the Catacomb of the Restless. That sounds like a thing I can do. Just want to check and see if the prices have shifted any in my favor. Not really. The prices here are still prohibitively high. Still cool to come into the armory and see what they've got for sale. You can kind of tell I've been getting padded leathers for 200 or less quite often. We'll hold on to the rest of this. So to see them for almost 400 here is basically all I need to know about whether or not the prices are fair. We could go into the inn. Don't really want to pay anybody for drinks and stuff. Alright, Catacomb of the Restless. Let's hope it's, let's hope it's a one skull, truly a one skull area. Because if we get in there and there's a bunch of really tough things, I would hate to have to back out and cancel. We're at that point where we need to start taking these types of fights, even if we lose someone occasionally. As long as we get better gear and progress, we're fine. Alright, I see at least one armored Wiederganger. Just thinking about, we have our 2 spears right next to each other. Normally I like to spread them out, that way we get better coverage with spear wall. Just keep on passing. Let's see how close they get. Alright, many of them are unarmored and have no weapons. That's great for us. That makes this much easier. And sadly, the ones that are armored, okay, a few helmets. Nice. Okay, the helmets are what I want. They're really the best pickups you can get. Of course, we're not going to reach there. The best pickups you can get from armored Wiedergangers once you already have their weapons. Like the Scramosacks, right? A bunch of them have that. There's a hand axe here. That would be a good pickup for someone. See what we can do. Okay, we're a little faster than I thought we were. On some people. Let's just hold off. Let them get close. I'm anticipating these ones being able to jump into the center. Okay. Alright, we didn't waste our spear wall. I just wanted to be vindicated a little bit. I hate wasting fatigue. Getting some value off of it. Go for a disarm. Didn't land. So we could step in here and go for some hits. Or we can wait another turn before we engage. I'm going to fall back. If someone's going to be like the cornerstone or going to take the brunt of multiple attacks, I want it to be the guy who has a shield. It's hard to plan our moves because we're kind of... Our speed differential is weird. Our initiative differential, I should say it. That's the actual stat we're working with. So I'm saying, like, right now I would love to shield wall right here. If we are slower than them. But I don't remember exactly who's slower and who's faster. So if I shield wall, then they go. I just wasted a bunch of fatigue and then I have to shield wall again. So if I had to say like where I'm the most concerned, it would definitely be here and here. We rested all last turn, which was nice. So let's shield wall there. Let's hope we get some good damage off of our spear walls. Very nice. Very nice. Good damage. Just trying to focus him down. Take out this armor, soften him up. Shield wall ended up paying off there. Nice. I'll take that. Good. It took their entire movement to get there. And of course we're not spear masters. So, you know, once they get through, that's it. Yeah, that's why I want to shield wall here. I felt like both of these were going to attack him. But I wasn't sure. I was like, man, if I shield wall here, they're probably just going to jump in on Baldwin and attack him. Went for the decapitation on the second attack and did not land it. Okay, we've got to help Heribert. Probably should have shield walled with him. Okay, that was a good hit, but we crushed that helmet. Good job. Man, Wilhelm's killing it. Ow. Okay, shield wall. Attack. Bad step in defensively here, but potentially a good one offensively. Decapitation landed. So we know we don't have to worry about him anymore. Alright. Perfect. Okay. It's all about right now, we're trying to keep Heribert alive. But now we have to be concerned about our boy Frizzo too. That was really good though. If we could kill him, that's huge. Make sure we give them more targets. And by them, I mean this one Wiederganger here. We don't want him to kill Heribert. We are bleeding on him too. Step in. Hopefully none of these dudes come back. I say. But that does free us up to use an AoE attack. Don't often get to see this, so we're going to use Thresh here. Has a 20% chance to stun on hit, can hit up to 6 targets. It says threshing all the targets around you, foe and friend alike, with a reckless round swing. Not hard to evade because it's not aimed at anything, but can be devastating if it connects. Has a chance to stun targets, hit for 1 turn. Be careful around your own men, unless you want to relieve your payroll. So we only hit 1 of them. Pretty bad. But the potential there was enormous. That's kind of why you use that. Don't kill me, bro. Decapitation done. That was a bad move, but I did it anyway. Okay, we're bringing them low. Man, we just can't hit anything with our rocks. Okay, I went for the decapitation first, and it didn't quite kill him. Right now it's just Heribert, and who else is really in bad shape? Wolfert's not doing so hot, and Heribert. Oh man. Some bad guys just revived. Dudes with, you know, real weapons. Alright. That was a good step in the right direction. Decapitation. We're getting very tired. Very, very tired. There's no more resurrections, guys. Just chill out with that. It's just really bad when it's a guy with a serious weapon like a hand axe or a scramble axe. That was perfect. Okay. Peace out, and then let's finish this one off. Excellent. I mean, that had some serious potential to go badly, and of course we didn't get any of the helmets. We got the hand axe and we got the scramble axe, but like this is the trashiest version of what we could have received from that fight. They had patched mail, they had, you know, and the helmets, of course. Feels bad, man. Alright, take a 3, take a 4. This guy could end up becoming a decent sergeant character. 9 lives. 9 lives. No stars in that, so let's just take that and this. Okay, so hand axe here, I think we can switch up to that. It's just such a superior weapon. 30 to 45 versus 25 to 30. I mean, that's just it's a night and day type of thing. I like spears a lot, especially on characters with really low melee skill. But the damage increase for when we connect is just too huge to ignore. Anyone need a dagger? Let's hook him up with a dagger. And head back and get paid. Man, the amount of like drama in each of these fights is kind of real. Curious to see what's up here. Man, where is it? Oh, it's going this way. 6 webnecks? Oh, we can beat them. Nice. More experience for us and more, oh god, they put us on a wonky hill. And some crafting ingredients, hopefully, that we can just sell straight up. %100 should have attacked the ones at the bottom. Okay, we gotta get up. We gotta get out of here. Make a little room. Make a little bit of room for us to step up and get out of the low ground. Oh, he's hurt. Okay, who's hurt? These two? Alright, we will keep them here. Kind of in the back. Because I don't remember if, and this is probably the case, if spiders bring eggs in every single fight. I think they do. So they're going to spawn a lot more, so we need to be ready for that. I hate leaving Frizzo in a fight by himself. I hope I don't regret this. Because if we're not able to get kills, I mean, we didn't get any kills in the first round. If we're not able to get kills, though, we could find ourselves overwhelmed really fast. Alright, one down. Good hit. Let's unwrap our buddy. Boy, that does no damage. We'll wait and see. So we actually have a good attack there. It's nice. Okay, I mean, we're killing them. That's 2. It's not the most impressive. It's not bad either, though. Just this is bad. I don't want to step there. I want to just keep going up. Do I step in here? No, I don't. If I could attack, I would step in. But just stepping in, just to put another body there for right now is bad. Here come some of the new spiders. I wonder if, I don't know if I ever noticed it before, this guy doesn't have any stripes on his back. You see how these guys all have the white markings? This one doesn't. I wonder if that's a way to differentiate between the newly spawned spiders. What? Get out of there, man. Get ourselves out. We could not. But let's pull ourselves up and out of the ground level and make them come to the top of the hill to fight us. Got to get our whip up here, though. Let's get a little bit better of a surround. Alright, see what happens next. Interesting. Footwork from them to get them away from me. Happily, we still managed to get the kill. Alright, we missed 2 out of 3 there. Feels not good. Yeah, we just hold the line. There's more being spawned. There's spider like egg sacs around the map. We can see one of them here. If we go get it and destroy it, they stop spawning spiders. But I'm pretty sure you get experience for killing these. So I don't know if there's really any downside. I don't know if they drop crafting materials though. It's probably something worth testing. I saw there that that one had stripes on its back. So perhaps my theory is incorrect. It would be a good way to differentiate them though, I think. Nice, we actually hit something with a rock. We'll walk here to get this around. And I think they're going to run this turn. So let's just end all of our actions and see what they do. Was this worth it? Not really. I don't think we're going to get anything. A little bit of experience. And one Gossamer. Boy, that wasn't worth. Barely worth, maybe. Like, we needed to get like 3 or 4 crafting ingredients and maybe a level. That's okay. We kind of explored a little bit. It's not worthless. We are out of tools, I just noticed. So we're going to hang out here until daytime arrives. And let's go ahead and buy some stuff. Not bad prices on tools. We'll pick up 2 sets. How much is this worth? How much is this worth? Yeah, the prices here for selling are fine. This is worth 100. So when I see something is 19, that tells me the prices are actually kind of high for selling. Let's get rid of the pitchfork too. I'm holding on to these bundle of javelins in the off chance that we want them. Have the prices come down at all? They have. So these were almost 400 when we first came here. Now they're almost 300. They've dropped maybe like 80 gold a piece. It's not nothing. The basic male shirts I would love to get. There's 2 of them here. They're 700 a piece though. That would bankrupt us to buy both of them. Could just get really like slick with it and just buy like 1 male shirt. But I don't want to do that either. And let's not like forget the leather lamellar. That's a decent early game option too. We're just going to have to pass. We need to go to greener pastures. Let's go up to Sandhaven. We might as well stop back at Koppeldorf on the way there. So let's go there first. We need raiders, guys. We need to find like a group of 5 raiders and kill them. Take their better gear and then just keep snowballing from there. That's what we're missing right now. Raiders and reavers. But in very small, non-dangerous groups where we can kind of focus them down easily. Well, they replenished their quests. That's good. Their prices are a little bit lower. Okay. I'll need some time to think about this. They want us to go up to, if you didn't quite catch that, they want us to go all the way up here and make a delivery. It's not a bad option if we don't get anything else from Sandhaven. Because Sandhaven's kind of like the nearest place, right? We know there's nothing here. We know there's nothing here. And if there's nothing here, then maybe we could take a fight on the way back down and then go back up and deliver it. And that'll put us back in the north. Okay, another. Drive off brigands. This is definitely going to be raiders. Another guy named Torkele. Must be a common name in these parts. The prices here are ungodly expensive. Don't want anything to do with that. So this might be one of those battles where I go and like save the game first. Because I feel like we're going to be in a tough fight. And if I was playing this on my own, this is going to be, I think, one of those pivotal fights where we fight our first, like, higher tier guys. And unless they have poachers, which I can't see. Okay, let's save it and head in. So unless they have the range advantage is the point that I was going to make, then we don't want to fight them at night because we have multiple ranged units. So some thugs and some raiders. That's a good mix. That's what we're looking for. And fighting them in the forest usually benefits us because we have guys that can sit behind the front line and do damage. So let's move the trees. Okay, this is a really powerful position. It pits someone 1v1. Yeah, we're going to walk up to here. We just need to make sure they don't take it. Alright, here's some raiders. The thugs look like... Okay. They're not wearing helmets. Always an interesting choice, my raider friends. The question really is right now, who do we put in this very powerful position? And I don't know if it's Torkel. I want someone who's like whittled, I think. Let's get in the bush. Either Whittle or Ulfert. Yeah, his stats are pretty terrible. Let's bring him down. We're making like a little defensive spot here. Get in there, Whittled. Whittled's got decent stats. He's tiny. His defensive stats are high. Offensive stats, not so much. But he's got good armor. And the idea now is we just need to make like a little, kind of a dugout area. To use kind of a baseball. Not an analogy necessarily. Let's get the whip here. Because we really want the archer in here. So everyone here can attack. I don't think we need Wilhelm here. He would probably go here. And then Torkel, I don't know. Torkel's kind of just like a little bit too much right now. If we had rotation, it would make more sense. But Whittled is in a 2v1 situation here. He's got better gear, better stats, and he's on the high ground. So, I mean, this is why this is such a good spot. We can soften people up with the rock. Rock to the head. And anyone who rounds this corner is going to be in trouble. Because we can put 4 people on them. And they're walking immediately into a 2-person surround. Yeah, there's basically no way we make it there in time. So let's just move south. Maybe get there in time to have some sort of wrap up on some of these raiders. Decapitation for you. Enjoy that. And he'll either jump here, which I don't doubt, in which case we'll bring Torkel down, and we can bring Heribert up. The AI doesn't want to jump into surrounds. It wants to go into 1v1s. Shield wall up. He's just kind of wasting his fatigue, which is great for us. We'll sit back here. This position is giving us flexibility. I know sometimes I make these kind of statements like that. This position is giving us flexibility. And it might be hard to understand what I'm talking about unless I really go over it. But my idea is basically that I understand where the AI might go. I don't think they're going to jump in here with this guy. I think they're going to jump in here. So understanding that, that means I can either go here or here. But if I place him outwards, and by him I mean Heribert, then the AI is just going to jump here and fight Heribert. And that gives this position flexibility, but this guy's already forward. So I'd rather save the fatigue, the movement, and just I mean, it's such a small incremental advantage, really, as I say it out loud like that. But it is something, and in the more detailed fights, it really matters. So this is interesting. The AI made a completely different move than the one I was thinking, but still shouldn't have been altogether unexpected. Instead of being afraid of my surround potential, they made their own surround. So they got offensive on me instead of remaining defensive, which is interesting. It's very interesting. We got a guy coming up here. So let's bring Torkel back. Okay, that kind of sucks. See if we can't focus the guy with the big axe. And now we've got a 4-man surround here. Alright, good job, Ulfert. Just really need to hit one of those. 60% there. We'll wait here. Interesting. Alright. Does this go up and around shields? Ignores the bonus to melee defense granted by shields. It does. And we still manage to miss. Does not feel good. So even if, as long as we connect, we're still putting pressure on them. We're still wasting their fatigue. So getting hit by a projectile, even if you block it, still affects your fatigue. So he's so slow. Let's just shield wall him. They're going to go before him. Yeah, like that. We missed twice with Balduin. Really bad. And we just lost a shield. It's pretty rough, considering now Frizzo's very vulnerable. Alright, this dude's double bleeding with a cut artery. $26. Let's get these kills, guys. We're not finishing these fights. Very concerned about Frizzo. Might want to bring Heribert back to the top to help us deal with that raider. Come on, guys. This is our opportunity to make this not be a tragedy and lose Frizzo. Man, they have a lot more raiders hiding. There are more dudes here. Once again, I don't know why I didn't look at the numbers. Let's go back up. Alright, he's missed 4 attacks in a row. Man, I wish we could get this kill, but there's just no way. Good hit. Down he goes. Alright, and they still want some. Maybe send Balduin. We get the first attack, but it's... I would almost rather force him to wait another turn. I feel like we kind of lose this fight if we miss our first attack. And it's going to be at least 2 turns before Heribert joins. So let's just wait, pull him backwards. If he wants to jump in here and start attacking Whittled, we don't really care. Whittled can take a hit or two from a spear, you know? Alright, come on Frizzo, don't die, buddy. Yeah, he's going to go there. No surprise at all. And we still miss. Okay. Start going around and see if we can't get this raider. Good hit. Want to get this kill before he attacks us. Alright. Very good. Can we not do that? I thought we could. Maybe we can next turn. We just don't have enough action points. I think we could pick up and use his shield, which would be a pretty slick move. Alright, put a little attack on that. And let's move up here with Hartwig so that we can support if this raider decides to come in. And that guy's attacking us. Go for a dagger stab. I'm hoping they're still wanting to engage. This guy moved forward aggressively, so I think so. Nope. He ran away. I want these kills. These guys have weapons and armor that I need. Letting the raiders escape in this fight is not cool. I think we'll get this guy, but, I mean, the odds of us getting his armor are so low. Alright, that was good. That was a good weapon, too. That's a Morning Star and a replacement shield. Man, this forest terrain is killing us. Yeah, we're not going to be able to catch him. Sad to say. He had another boar spear. That's nice. We can use our puncture to bypass his armor so that we hopefully don't destroy it. But yeah, I mean, we're just going to destroy it. It would take forever for us to like pass turn because he's going to run anyway, and when he goes to run, we're just going to hit him. Run him down. Alright, now we end. Actually, I think we can just do this. It's over. Multiple levels, very good. No armor, no helmets. Feels super bad. We got multiple hand axes and some Morning Stars. These items, and some gold too, and food. Tools and weapons. This is a pretty lucrative run, but not gear-wise. It's always more efficient to get your gear through combat than it is to have to buy it. 9 lives on everyone. All you dirty cultists. Let's buff our range there. No wonder he misses so much. He's so bad. That was a series of really good rolls for us. Our apprentice, you know what? You just start with student. We need to catch you up. If and we can. We'll take that. Colossus out here on Heribert. He's got good HP now. Take a 3 there in melee defense. And a nice 4 in fatigue. All good stuff. Man, we're getting close to the end of today's episode. We're pretty much there. We picked up one new character, one that I'm not all that happy about, to be honest. But if it gets to the point where I have to sacrifice somebody, let me see if I remember his name. You know what? I don't remember his name. I probably won't be able to remember his name. His name is Meinhof. That sounds like a Nazi name, if I'm being honest. Let's name him Lamby. Yeah. That way I remember. He's the sacrificial lamb. Lamby is the name of a character from a kid's TV show called Doc McStuffins that my daughter used to like. She's an actual lamb. So, there you go. So the prices here are terrible. See there, that says 14. Our boy needs a shield. Let's give him one that won't require much fixing. And this weapon's really good. We could give this to someone instead of, let's say, Scrimax, or Scramasax, rather. I like that. Feels like a very kind of cultisty type weapon. If you remember, I don't know how many of you guys watch Game of Thrones, or read the books, of course. But what do they call those dudes? It's been so long since I read it. the something. It's some sort of bird. The sparrows, and King's Landing that start taking over the kind of like flagellant-esque cultists. Carrying weapons like this and axes and butcher's cleavers and stuff, that's terrifying. I remember reading the books as a kid and being like, why don't you kill these guys? That's a horrible thing to think when you're a kid. But it's so obvious from a reader's point of view that they're taking over and that they're extremely scary. And eventually, you know, their belief system leads them in conflict with the nobility and the decadent people of their society. So it's like, you know, eventually they're coming for you. You can either like preempt this, or just wait for them to rip you out of your beds one day. And that's kind of what happens. Of course, you're supposed to be somewhat omnipotent as the reader. The prices here now are even worse than they were before. We're going to buy lots of grain. And then let's take this contract. We're going to go back up north. We're going to get paid quite a bit to do it. And we'll just hang out while we make this delivery. We've got to go all the way to Asenstad. We can make some stops along the way if there's anywhere we want to go to. Like Hagermoos, let's go there. That's a big village where we could potentially get, you know, or at least see whether or not they have contracts, see what's in the village. And then if we finish up at Asenstad and we don't want to go back here, we know that's an option. Just happy we're getting these kind of far out places visited. Would have probably been good to go to Krautberg, just for whenever we get that eventual... Ooh. I was going to say, whenever we get that eventual ambition to have visited everywhere, we'll already have done it. So let's save this for tomorrow. It's not a particularly tough fight, but poachers could mean we could end up picking up some bows for sure, but maybe crossbows. It seems like they've made crossbows a bit scarcer in the early game, or at least I haven't come across many in my recent playthroughs. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. They are more effective than bows. But if we could pick up some crossbows, that's way better early game than bows, because you're just going to have more chances to hit. But anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and very soon I have to imagine we're going to start getting the sacrificial itchings. And we'll see what kind of rewards we get, but Lamby is going to be first to the slaughter. We'll probably do it at night so he doesn't see it coming. Poor guy. Oh, man. Alright, y'all. Take care. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Later, guys.